Welcome back to the Collector's Table, everyone. Today, we've got something a little bit special for you. Today is my first unboxing of one of my many Mondo collectible pieces that I have to unbox. This is the first in a series of many. And today is very special because my favorite set from Mondo is my Masters of the Universe set.
And the Masters of the Universe.
I love HeMan and She-Ra, Man-at-Arms,
Ripjaw.
Fisto.
So you want to play, do you?
I love Little Orko.
Speaking of getting away,
Love Stratos.
HeMan, where did you come from?
I was just in the neighborhood and thought I'd drop in.
I love all the good guys, but the bad guys in the Masters of the Universe toy line and the cartoon that I grew up with just had a certain appeal, and that's what made the collectibles, the toys, the action figures so darn popular back in the day. One of the most popular toy lines ever created was the Masters of the Universe toy line.
now I have the power.
HeMan and Skeletor each sold separately. Castle Grayskull also sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection from Mattel.
And I have got countless items from that collection, from the very first He-Man and Skeletor to come off the presses
Yeah, watch this action, Dad.
40 years ago, all the way up to present day collectibles being created like the one I have for you today from Mondo. I absolutely love the toy line. It is probably the toy line with the most collectibles that I have, right next to my Transformers collectibles of vintage and new action figures and collectibles. All that being said, today is about the Mondo 1/6 scale Hordak regular figure.
Hordak and the evil horde are out to get HeMan and Skeletor.
There are variants of nearly all of the Masters of the Universe pieces that Mondo is coming out with. They started coming out with these a few years ago. I've got nearly every piece so far.
I'm here today because I'm addicted.
They all are going to be unboxed and displayed. I've just been waiting to get them through to you on video here. Without further ado, I am that 80s nostalgic toy guy, and I'm completely nuts and nostalgic over my Masters of the Universe set. And I am extremely excited to get this Mondo 1/6 scale regular Hordak out of this box on this collector's table in front of you, going through every piece step by step, color by color, accessory by accessory. If you're ready to see this Mondo Hordak action figure, let's get at it. So first off, I've got to get this thing out of this shipping box. It's been sitting in the shipping box on a pile of my Mondo pieces over in the corner for quite some time, and it's been calling my name along with all the other things that I have to unbox to slice me open. So we're going to slice this sucker open right now. We're going to see, if you haven't seen Mondo pieces before, they have extraordinary packaging and artwork. Like the artists that work for the Mondo company are like second to none.
Good. Okay, walk for me, talk for me. Yeah.
You're really gonna like this. Especially if you're a Masters of the Universe fan or remember the Masters of the Universe line, you're definitely gonna like this. But Mondo makes a lot more other stuff. But today, it's all about Mondo's 1/6 scale Hordak, the evil horde leader.
Hordak and the evil horde. New from Mattel. Hordak.
Nice purple and green color of Snake Mountain right there.
Come, He-Man. Come to Snake Mountain.
If you've been collecting our line, you already recognize this sleeve right here. This is our bad guy sleeve that goes around our figures.
So this little thing on Mondo does the Snake Mountain as the main colors of their evil side, the bad side of Masters of the Universe.
I am not nice.
Take this off here, get that over there. There's really no unveil for that or reveal for that. You just take the plastic off. You admire that beautiful artwork there. Mondo does a little bit backwards. You would think that the snake head is the front, but from Mondo themselves, I've watched a lot of their unboxing videos. This is actually the front of the box.
Kind of a little fun fact, a lot of people love displaying this side front out, which is fine. It's yours. Once you get in your hands, you can do whatever you want. But this is actually the back of it. I know people think because it's all centered and symmetrical-ish that it's the front, but this is actually the front.
And we're going to go ahead and reveal the front part of this other box. Woo! Every time I see these Mondo pieces, I get really giddy because they are extremely high-quality pieces.
Now that's what I call high-quality tools.
Extremely, extremely high quality. I've got a few pieces already open and on display, so yeah, I know they're really good. So there's that front artwork, really nice. You see that red Hordak, and then on the back, you see Mr. Hordak. A lot of classic colors, a lot of classic elements to them, but this Hordak, it's got some touch-ups from the old days. It does not exactly look like the little black and gray and white Hordak that we grew up with. So it's like some touch-up of the color, a little bit of variation of the color, an updated look, but not to the point where you can't tell who it is. You know that you're going to know this is Hordak. It's just, this is the thing that I like about these newer toy creators, is when they don't overhaul the figures and the cartoon characters and the TV show characters and the movie characters that we grew up with, all that stuff that we're nostalgic about. They don't overhaul it.
Hey, Rod.
They touch it up. They modernize it enough to where it looks amazing, but you still get nostalgic over it. You still remember why you loved it when you were a kid, when you were a teenager, when you were an adolescent, and what made you bought it. What makes you buy it is that it tugs at your heartstrings there. It reminds you of the good old days, all the fun times we had when we were younger. As long as they don't take that away, they're as good as gold, because there's just so many millions of people like myself and you who love this stuff, and they know how to, these artists, they know how to just tweak it just enough to modernize it and not take away from that nostalgic pool. And Mondo does an extraordinary job.
Don't worry, I'll do my very best.
All right, so Mondo has this awesome ceiling magnets, and I love that. I love it. I can just, it just opens and closes very easy and snaps on its own, and it doesn't tear up anything, you know, like the Velcro tears up stuff. So we're going to go ahead and pull this little piece out of here. This is on all those because it helps protect the plastic and everything. Another nice little piece there to help preserve these boxes. I'm an out-of-the-box collector, but I still appreciate the artwork, the boxes, and I keep them all if I can, because I may need to repackage these things, and I want this box in tip-top shape. Here we go. The big reveal here. Woohoo! There he is. There's a little taste of Hordak, and that little taste makes you want to go ahead and get a big old chunk. What do we got up here up top? We have a little tab here that pulls out. There's no tape or anything on this holding it on here, so I'm happy with that. I like to be able to just pull this stuff right up and out of the box. Can I lift it up like that? Yes, I can. Fold the tabs out really nicely. So we're going to pull this up, and there's Hordak. Now, those pieces you may have heard drop are the, well, of course, the cape. It's a removable cape that's in there. And then it's the stand. The piece of the stand is on the back side here. I'm just making sure there's nothing else in here. Hello, hello. Yeah, nothing in there. Oh, I have fun with this stuff, guys. This is just fun and entertaining videos here. Okay, I will definitely go over everything in as much detail as I can. But this channel is all about fun and entertainment, incorporating that with the unboxing of these awesome characters and the review. If you go back and watch my video, there have been a lot of things here and there that I don't like about certain items when I get them out of the box, things I couldn't see before I bought it, and I point those things out. But for the most part, I like these things, and I'm going to have pretty positive reviews on these things. But I'm just going to show you every piece that they have so you can make your own decision, and leave me a comment if you think that there's something that I like that you don't like. Absolutely leave me a comment. If there's something I say wrong about an item, leave me a comment. I'm not a 100% expert on any of this stuff. So drop me comments, guys. I really do like to talk and go back and forth about things. So you're not going to hurt my feelings. There's a lot of things I've bought, and I only know a small amount about it. I just love the way the characters look. There are toy lines that I absolutely don't like, but there's always one piece in almost every toy line that comes out that I'm like, man, that looks pretty neat. And I grab it not knowing exactly what it is, and if I put it on here on this channel just to do a review and a fun unboxing, and you know something about it that I don't know, drop me a comment. I'm going to get back to every comment that you guys leave me. It might take some time, but I will get back. And also, while you're dropping comments and you're liking this video, you're liking that video and the other video, hit that subscribe button for me. You won't regret it and you won't be sorry. You won't miss anything.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
You guys help me keep that nostalgic feeling, because me having my own nostalgia is great, but it's amplified through everyone who views, who watches, who likes, who shares, who follows, and subscribes. So I thank you guys very much from the bottom of my collector's heart. All that being said, bam! We got Hordak, 1/6 scale figure here. He has got tons of points of articulation. He's right around, supposed to be right around 12 inches tall or so. So I got my tape measure here. We're gonna go over all that. But let's get this plastic off here. I don't know if that's glaring you guys or not, but we're gonna get this plastic cover off here real quick and start seeing a little bit more of Mr. Hordak. All right, I already know how Mondo packages their stuff, and I don't expect them to change. He is just sitting in there. All this plastic covering that you see around here is made and molded to make everything hold in here. So he is not held in by any kind of plastic pieces, ties, metal straps, anything. He is just laying in there with all this plastic covering. So before I pull him out, I'm going to go ahead and get his hands out, because they will pop out if I put this straight. So we're going to put his hands up here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 extra sets of hands, which is pretty cool. You know, if you get bored with one stance or one way that these characters are displayed, you've got multiple hands to change his the way that he's displayed. Now, I'm going to pull him out, and I'm going to put another piece of plastic over here. So there are 5 or 6 layers and levels of cardboard and plastic and coverings to keep these guys and girls, these action figures, these collectibles, these toys, keeps them safe.
Here are some brief guidelines to ensure a safe and pleasant experience.
To get them as safe as possible to us collectors. So we got these pieces out, all looking nice. I want to pull every single piece out of here just because it's just, I don't want to hold this plastic and I have no room on my collector's table for that. But anyways, I want to let you guys know too, there's the interlocking plastic pieces and tabs that keep this sucker encapsulated inside this thing and safe. So here's another layer of plastic that keeps his crossbow and his staff and everything all safe. I could break stuff in an instant. Just ask my wife, who I thank very much from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to pursue my dream here of having a hobby room and a crazy amount of collectibles, and have this YouTube channel and purchase and buy more stuff for my collection to review on this channel. Thank you to my wife. So let's put these pieces over here. I don't want to go over these guys yet. I just want to set them off to the side and have this plastic out. Ooh, that crossbow looks nice. Oh, it's hard not to look at these things as I'm pulling them out. It's my first time ever seeing it, so I'm excited. So we have all the pieces of Hordak, the evil horde leader, right here. He is ready to wreak havoc on Skeletor and HeMan right now. I know he is, and I can't wait to assemble this guy right now for you guys. Let's get at it. All right, we have got Mondo's Hordak 1/6 scale action figure, collectible, completely out of the box. We've got all of his accessories and weapons. We've got those things all out of the box. We got a stand over here. We got it all spread out here. Now we're going to go over it. We're going to look at it.
Oh, would you look at that?
We're going to look at it in detail. We're going to see what it looks like, what we may not like. And we're also going to do a little compare. I hit pause on the video. And I grabbed my original Hordak. It came out in the, okay, those of you who are experts, forgive me please, came out in the 3rd or 4th wave of Masters of the Universe action figures back in the day when we were kids.
I am Hordak.
I was really young, so I wasn't caring which wave it was. I just knew that the evil horde was finally released.
This is my evil horde.
Into the toy line and the action figure line. I was able to get him and some other horrible characters from the Masters of the Universe toy line back that day. Came out around 85, maybe late 85, maybe early 86. I could be off on that by 6 months to a year, but it's been a while since I've looked up Mr. Hordak. Actually grabbed him out of my vintage Masters of the Universe case so I could put him here on the spinning display here and show you him. He's one of my better classic pieces that has really stuck out throughout the years to me, with his color palette there and his weapons, and then that awesome bat that he wears there on his arm there, and his cape. But he is one of my coolest pieces I have. I have all of them. I have every single piece, action figure wise, the toys, from 1981 all the way through the wave 8, wave 9, whichever one that last wave was, of the really classic stuff before unfortunately sales started taking a dip.
Sales aren't up, they're down.
The toy creator there went on to try to redevelop the brand and pause the brand and then come back with, well, that early 90s set that I really didn't care too much about.
HeMan.
Figures and accessories each sold separately, new from Mattel.
I do now, because I've gotten a few pieces from that set now, and I'm going to be building that collection.
Give it up, Skeletor. I've got HeMan, the most powerful man in the universe.
This Hordak right here was first contrived just a few short years ago, put together, sent out in a limited quantity to those of us who pre-ordered. He has been sitting in the box waiting for me to launch my channel so that I could unbox him. So he has been inside his little container for far too long. We finally got him out of the box, and we're going to go over him. This is my first Mondo piece. My first Mondo piece of many to come for this channel. And let me tell you, if you've never seen a Mondo piece, a Mondo action figure, a Mondo collectible, a Mondo statue, a Mondo, I don't know if they call them dioramas or whatever they do, but they have some really cool pieces. Go check Mondo out, and I'll have a link to Mondo website in the detail section at the end of this video. I will also put in a link to Sideshow Collectibles, which is where I got this guy from on pre-order. And Sideshow Collectibles still has a couple of these left.
They're going fast. This is your last chance to save big.
After this video, if you feel like you want one, Sideshow Collectibles has an awesome layaway program, second to none in the toy action figure collectible market game, so to speak. And they still have some of him. And also, last I looked, I believe they still have a Man-at-Arms 2, the original Man-at-Arms, like the regular one. They're all awesome. The variants, I have all these ready to unbox, the variants and all that stuff as well. They're all awesome. So whether you have, whether you have the ability to get all of the figures, I believe there's between 15 and 20 going right now. I believe I've got all of them except for one. I think there's the special Skeletor one. There's a special Skeletor one that's really, really, really hard to get, but I'm working at it. Whether you have just the regular variant or like the MOTU BI variant, which is very cool colors, or like Hot Topic had some variants. There's some other variants. Whichever one you have, go out there and grab one if you really want. If you're into the MOTU stuff, because it will really, really make your collection pop. It'll be a vibrant piece added to your Masters of the Universe collection, modern day. All that being said, guys, let's just go over it real quick. Let's just look at them, do a little comparison here to the original Hordak. 37 years this guy has been by my side. Well, there was a decade or two where he was in a box, but he wasn't too far away from my side. I just love these characters. I talk about them sometimes like they're my children or my pets, but I love these things.
I love you, man.
And it shows. If you like the Masters of the Universe classic toy lines, because there are 3 or 4 leading up to the 2000s, and you like the new stuff, leave me a comment. I want to talk. Leave me a comment. I'm a talker. I'm a typer. I'm a quick typer too. I can do it on that. I can do that. However you want me to do it. I'll get on there. We'll talk.
Can we just talk?
And I want to thank you all before we quickly go over Mr. Hordak here, leader of the evil horde. I want to go ahead and tell each and every one of you guys thank you very much for watching my videos, for liking my videos, for subscribing, for sharing, for clicking that little bell icon. You hit that little bell icon, you'll get a notification whenever I post a video. And you look at it and see it. If you don't want to watch it, disband it. If it's something that interests you, click on it and watch it. Now, for those of you who haven't subscribed, those who are new to the channel, if you like what you've seen in previous videos and in this video, go ahead and do yourself a favor. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down there. You won't regret it. You won't miss a thing. I promise. Now, I have went off on a collector spiel.
I have more than enough words to describe you, Stark.
Let's get back to Mondo's Hordak regular variant. We're going to lift him up, and we're going to go ahead and show you that I took off. He stands up very well. These Mondo characters, the weight of them is distributed very well along the body and the trunk of the character all the way down through the strong, thick legs of these characters. And as you can see on the back of Hordak here, he's got these claws back here, these spikes back here on his coverings, his feet coverings there, that really help him stand up very well.
The flowers are still standing.
Just right off the bat, we're seeing that these guys stand very well without the stand that I have right here. And while I'm talking to you, I'm going to go ahead and just pop this stand together here, which is just a male piece into a female piece. They fit very tightly, and just push it down there. And you can set the stand up however you want, but we're going to set that right there so you can see that. Okay, we went over the stand. It's very nice. Mondo has a universal stand like this. This is all I've seen from Mondo, is these kind of stands that go either underneath the armpit or underneath the groin. And then underneath here, they have some really nice artwork actually on the base of that stand. You know, just in case, hey, say you want to stand up like that, but you want to show a little artwork from Mondo, you just pop that down right there, and you got your another little display piece. There are hundreds of ways to display these characters, these action figures, and you know, I'm here to show you a few at least.
Okay, show me.
As long as I have battery in my camera right there, we'll talk about it. And as long as you're able to listen, I will talk about it. But we got Mr. Hordak here. Right off the bat, as you see, you know, the original Hordak spinning there, you will notice that the colors are fairly similar. They're updated a little bit. I'd say every color on the newer Hordak has been kind of made maybe a little bit darker than that original Hordak. We're going to put him out a little bit further, closer there, so maybe you can see him a little bit better. Maybe Mondo and my Optimus Prime cup, so they're not bothering you there. But you can just kind of see there, the colors are maybe a little bit darker on this Mondo Hordak versus the original Hordak. The bright reds on that bat on Hordak's arm, the red on his cape, maybe a lot more brighter. This is a little bit darker. The cape, just a little bit darker, but that's brighter. The blacks, yeah, maybe it'd be about the same. That's a little bit more shinier because of the plastic we used back 35 years ago. The face on Mondo's Hordak here, as you see, is actually more gray than the white boned face of the original Hordak. The piece that goes around his head right here, this protective piece right here, and that leads into his bone necklace. Both of them have that here, this bone necklace type piece. This, of course, is painted very well here in very great detail. And we're going to do a close-up, a really nice close-up video of him, probably one of my nicest I'm gonna try to do for you guys. You guys can see every nice detail of him, but I'll put it up here a little bit closer so you can see him in all of his glory right there. You know, we're working every day on trying to make these videos clearer and better and show more detail for you guys of these characters, because when I go back and look at my videos, I want to see the best views and detail of these characters. And as I look at them and I'm able to upgrade equipment and everything, we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do here at that 80s Nostalgic Toy Guy on our channel. We're going to do that. But you see those colors? I see your true colors. A little bit more gray, I would say, in him. More of a dusky, darker gray in him. Of course, the bat, you know, the red bat symbol is prevalent on original Hordak, Mondo Hordak. Across the chest, across the arms, as you can see right here, we have this. We're going to go over this. We've got this nice little arm piece, armband here, or whatever, this protective arm guard here that has that bat symbol on it. As you see original Hordak move around, you will see that his arm piece that's painted on there has a red bat on there. It's very, very similar, just, you know, upgraded, updated, just an upgraded look, a more sharper look. The details that Mondo has like tweaked or changed or upgraded just a little bit, they don't take away from that look. You still get that classic look, just a little bit different colors, a little bit sharper face. It's not as round and fat and chunky as that Hordak. A little bit more slender, maybe more of like it's got more like more of a bonier look. And a lot of people over the decades, Even back when Hordak was in the cartoons and his character came out, a lot of people thought he looked more like a cyborg.
I can't stand anymore.
More like a cyborg than the bat that I kind of saw and a lot of other people saw, because he's got the pointy bat-like ears and all that stuff, and you've got the red bat on him and all that stuff. So, I mean, to me, he's a bat. A lot of people thought he had like a cyborg look.
I'm a cyborg.
I could somewhat see that, maybe, if you're looking for a cyborg look, but I'm not looking for a cyborg look, so he doesn't look like a cyborg to me. On the back here of this Mondo Hordak, we see that there is some nice artwork on there, and I believe that looks, yeah, that is a bat right there as well. It is a black bat with no face or anything like that. Maybe a bat in the shadow, since we got that nice red bat right there on the front of the chest, and then we got that that nice like a shadowy type backside of a bat with the wings open there on that back. As you'll see through all of these characters, Mondo characters, especially with Masters Universe figures, the striations in the muscles and the arms and the legs, the paint work on all those pieces are really second to none. This Hordak, which is the regular variant Hordak, has the one head sculpt. He's got a little soft cushiony piece behind there. We're going to take that off and set that off to the side. His head comes with the pointy bat ears, like we've already went over. A little bit darker gray paint scheme. It's got this nice ridge of spike hair across here.
All right, let's party.
When you look at Hordak original version, spin around there, you'll see he does have that spiked hair. This is more pronounced, more chiseled, more detailed, and you can see the individual hairs, spikes of hair there, as opposed to the bone-colored, bone-faced ridge there that you got on him. Even down to the little dots that pop out of a vintage Hordak's head. There are the dots on here as well, and we will show you that too at the end of this video. If you want to fast forward to that, you can go ahead. If you want to stick around with me, I appreciate that. Alright, so we're moving down to the shoulder area where we have the spikes. These spikes right here are going to hold this cape. Alright, we have his, we're going to go down here, we're going to see his forearm guards here attached to his gloves here. They got spikes on them, and I left these on purpose so you can see how mindful they are about protecting every piece of these characters. This was completely covered in plastic. I was able to remove that, and there's these spikes on these arms. You came in close contact with Hordak, you're going to get hurt. You might be able to beat him, let's just say, if you're HeMan or Man-at-Arms, but man, he's going to do some damage. Now, his armor is adorned with bones. He would not have it any other way. Like we said, those spikes are for the cape, but there's bones all around this. The nice red painting on the sides here, right there along each side, and along the back side of these gloves right here. The red bat, the red on black scheme is just an amazing paint scheme, I believe. We're going to check these shoulder joints out as we're moving down. We've gotten past the head. We're to the shoulders now. We're going to look and see how these joints move. They move very well here, up and down all around. They can go all the way around. Putting that fist up there, he's ready to go, leading the evil horde into battle. If you remember back to vintage Hordak, okay, he gets cast out into another dimension by Skeletor. Skeletor is his understudy, Hordak, Skeletor's mentor. Skeletor casts him out. Hordak gets really vengeful.
Hordak and the evil horde are out to get HeMan and Skeletor.
And they wage a battle that's probably still going on to this day. But when we first saw him, this was just an amazing bad guy to have back when we were kids, and he's still an awesome bad guy to have now. But this red on black paint scheme is great. The plastic on this is very nice. The arms move very well. The shoulders, like I said, there is another little point of articulation right here, but I don't particularly move too much. It moves, but I don't want to like pop anything out of there.
I'm gonna pop off a piece.
I don't know how it connects, but I don't want to pop anything out of there. It's just an awesome one little hinge on that elbow joint, which is just awesome when they can do that. Awesome! It did very well on that right there, just very well. I like that a lot. These forearm pieces are removable. When we pop these off, these are removable. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this out of there, which pops out very well. Like, you just gently twist and pull, and it will come out. Don't fret. It will come out. Just don't be all jerky and crazy with it, because you can break pieces. I've been there. I've done this.
I've seen this. I've done this. You don't want this.
Don't do this. And this pops off right here. We're already taking that hand off. Let's go ahead and put the hand in that can hold the staff, because as you can see down here, I've got the staff, and over here I've got the crossbow we're going to go over. I'm going to go ahead and put the hand in here on this side. That it just pops right in there. So nice and gentle. It just goes right in there. I like that. That means that that joint is precision made. We're going to pop this hand out. Comes out very nice. So there we go. So we have one set of hands, and we're going to put this second set of hands in here because we have the crossbow over here. It's a left hand, and we're going to go with one of these left hands that has the trigger finger on it. So we have hand set number one, closed fist, I'm going to punch you in the face hands.
I don't believe it!
We have the open hand here where we can hold like a staff or a sword or something like that. That's set of hands number two. Set of hands number three is trigger finger hands. And we're going to have close-up video of these at the end of this video as well. Stick around, fast forward, come back, whatever you want to do. The paint scheme on these hands is really cool. And we're going to put that in there in preparation for the crossbow. Trigger finger, open, or sword hand or staff hand, closed fist. And then there is another set here. So we're going to take these other two, put them right there. So we have set one, set two, set three, and set four here is, I don't know, I call these like the summoning hands, or I'm going to choke your neck hands. Like they're open like that, like you could wrap them around something, wrap around a neck or something like that. Or like you're holding them out here and you're just trying to summon the power. Summon the power. That just really cool hand pieces there. Okay, we went over the stand. We're going to set that to the side. We went over the hands. They're right there. We have made it down to the shoulders and the joints of the elbows. We have gone over the chest piece, the back piece. We're down to the waist. Let's see how he moves here. He moves from the left and the right pretty freely, very well. I like that right there. Around the waist here, you have this nice belt with an actual, it's a gray, dark gray bat with a little red dot in the middle of it. Really nice belt piece there. And the artwork on that is really well. Mondo has a lot of great artists that work for them. I've watched a lot of their unboxing videos and creation videos. Mondo's very, very good. They are second to none. I love Hot Toys. You know, I love a lot of stuff that Hasbro's putting out right now. I love McFarlane Toys. I love Diamond Select. There's a lot of different toys. I love NECA. I absolutely love NECA. Look at this guy right here. He's my big NECA bro. He's ready to knock anybody out that takes over tries to take over my collector's table. But Mondo really is second to none. There are many great artists that work for these toy creators, and we appreciate you guys.
That's amazing.
And you guys, as much as the companies themselves, you guys are what keep us buying this stuff because you make it look so great. Like this Hordak right here with those red eyes. I don't know if you've seen that though. Those red eyes and those red fangs. He's got those red fangs that he's known for. They did a really great job with that. And that like bat-like scrunched up pig-like nose. It's definitely a bat nose. They did really well on that. Like I said, the legs have just strong muscles. We're going to go over, like every figure, we're going to go over the joints of the knees. The joints of the knees have, I can see back here, they have two like joints, but they're hidden very well in the calf and the quad and hamstring area. A very, very nice job of making that, like, my favorite kind of joint is this kind of joint for the knees and arms. And they did a great job of having that and incorporating that with the muscles, the musculature of the leg, the natural flow of the leg, and having these kneecaps here, which you'll see at the end of this unboxing and review video. You'll see the close-up of that. I'm going to capture that, and then we're going to go over how does he move.
I like to move it. I like to move it.
Do I sweat sometimes when I'm doing this? Oh, yes, I do, because I don't want to be doing this on a video, and then as I'm revealing this guy to you guys, a leg piece snaps because of a manufacturer defect, or I just, maybe I've had too much coffee or spinach and I just snap it. But I'm trying to be very careful with this. I look at where the joint moves, and that's where I try to go with it, because it should be able to do what it just did there. Do that little, we'll call that the Hordak kiss angle there. Have you noticed in the movies, the romances, the romantic comedies, the girl's leg always comes up like that, and then the really funny ones, the guy's legs come up like that. Just funny observation there that I only brought it up that far as opposed to all the way up. But we're gonna go ahead and bring it all the way up. Like I said, I cracked myself up. Now this has the two joints, the one joint that goes into the hamstring and the quad, and the one that goes into the calf here. Now I don't know if this will work, but theoretically you could twist this right here and it could go up really far, like really far. Like if he's doing exercises, he could just kick his legs up and down like those old exercise videos we grew up with. My grandma and my mom, oh gosh, they had those videos. I can't remember who did them, but Sweat to the Oldies, of course, by Richard Simmons and all that stuff. But the girls that did it, I remember my grandma and my mom did that stuff, man. It was crazy. But they could just do the arms and legs like that, up and down, up and down. But hey, as I'm doing this, and we're doing a little comedy skit here with this Hordak figure, who is not a comedian by any means. He's a bad guy. But we're seeing it. Let's check this one, just make sure it works. I want to know that it works for my purposes too, because it's my character and my collection. And he does pretty well. And then, he can move around like this. There are so many ways to display these guys.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Just an unlimited way to display these guys. Now the hip, I'm trying to look up here and see how the hip moves. Looks like it can go out. Yep, it can go out to the side like that. And I don't see they twist to the right and to the left really well. I mean, that's pretty good. I like the mobility in this huge piece right here. And as we're talking about huge, let's set him down really flat there with his legs like that. Let's set him down, and let's just get it. Like I said, my table's wonky.
Wonky donkey. Wonky donkey.
Wonky. So I got to find a spot for him to actually stand up. Let's see. How about like that? First off, let's see how tall old vintage Hordak. Vintage Hordak is less than 6 inches tall, the way he stands there. This Mondo character, at its height, over 13 inches tall. I don't know the exact specs on it, but he is over 13 inches tall at the tip there, the bone tip. So that's great. That's a big piece. Hordak was a big guy, big hulking guy. So, that's just imagine a 1/6 scale. Multiply that times 6. What you got? You got a huge guy. So we've made it down here to the elbow, to the knees. We're down here to the shins. These coverings right here of the feet, and the shin and calf coverings and protectors. These are really nice. These boots, really cool updated look compared to over here, which is just solid black with the red bat on there. It's got the 3 toes on there and the claw on the back. Hordak does. The vintage Hordak does. We have the 3 claws on the front and the claw on the back. Exactly right. You're a bat, you gotta latch on to stuff. Just a lot of protection down here. The red bats with the spikes out here, man, are just awesome. If he wanted to go out and just sidekick somebody, he could cut somebody really well with those.
Right boot.
I do know that some of the Mondo pieces have removable feet. I'm not sure if this is removable or not. It doesn't look like it, so I'm not going to mess with it. But these are, you can tell these are kind of separated from the calf. So really good job on this, making it look like individual pieces, making them individual pieces so that it looks very authentic, very real-like, like human-like it could actually just this guy could just come alive in here like Night at the Museum. I feel like sometimes I look at these characters, I sometimes have little thoughts if I come in here and they're all just in here dancing around having a good old time. Or, you know, Hordak's captured HeMan and got, maybe got Skeletor tied to a tree or something like that, and he's getting ready to take them all out.
Evil Horde are out to get HeMan and Skeletor. Hordak, Hordak.
Take them all out, and She-Ra. You gotta have a good imagination when you're with him, when you like this stuff. You got to. I know every one of you guys have a great imagination. Those of you guys who love these vintage toys, these newer toys, these action figure toy lines, these Star Wars figures, these horror figures, Batman, DC, Marvel, MOTU, TMNT, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, all of it. All of you guys are great. You've all got great imaginations. I know it. Hit me up down there in the comment section if there's crazy cool ideas you guys have. I like to talk about that stuff. What do you feel about these characters? Go ahead and drop me a comment. Let's talk. Let's talk. And while you're down there, if you haven't hit subscribe button, why haven't you? That's all right. There's a lot of stuff out there for you guys to follow. I just appreciate you guys watching this video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Just go ahead and do it. If you're a Masters of the Universe fan, I'm right along there with you. I have got hundreds of these things to go over, review, unbox, video, record, whatever you name it. I'm going to do it with these Masters of the Universe characters. But I am so happy that my first Mondo unboxing is with such a vibrant, awesome character. All right, he's not He-Man, he's not Skeletor, you know, he's not She-Ra, he's not Man-at-Arms, he's not, you know, Fisto or Roboto.
I am called Roboto. I am an explorer from the planet of Robotica.
He's not any of those guys, but he is just an awesome piece. He's just an awesome piece to go over. All right, so we've gotten down to the feet. We've went over him in full total body there, and we're just going to do a little turning there so you can see him right there. We've went over everything from head to toe, and we're going to go ahead and use the stand here. And we're going to set him down at the crotch level here. Set that down just like that. Kind of get his feet how you want. And I've learned that if you just go down like that and kind of set him down like that, have the stand part up and kind of push down gently with him, with your characters, and have the feet touch. That this right here stand holds him better and holds your characters better. And his feet stabilize very nice, just like that. So we're going to go ahead. We went over the hands, we went over the stand, we went over Hordak in color and the details for everything from the muscle striations to the top of his head, his hair on his head, all the way down to his spiked-toed feet and claw on his back there. We got this awesome detailed staff. This staff is very detailed. It has a female end and a male end there that connect to each other. It comes packaged apart like this for a reason, because this thing is huge and there's just hardly any spot to put in there. So when you put it in there apart, it just becomes very easy to package up. And if you make these things connect like these things do, you can do that. If you make a connection piece that makes it very solid and it doesn't fall apart like that, you know, then it makes it very easy to do that. To package it up like that, we don't care to put it together like that because these things stay together very well. This thing is very, very nice, this staff. This is a great, I don't want to say throw in or whatever, but it is very nice detailed there. And we'll show a close-up of that as well at the end of this video. There is that awesome red bat there with the Hordak symbol there in the middle, the Hordak face. And then a lot of like little writings and everything on there, symbols up and down this staff. It is from the bottom of the staff to the top of the staff. It is etched, carved, cut, painted, you name it, Mondo did it. They spared no expense.
Really spectacular, spared no expense.
And the detail on that. From the spikes here at the middle of this thing right here, and the detail through there, all the way down here. There's just so much detail all the way down to the knob of this, the bottom of that part. And the bottom of it's flat, so that if we, let me see, if we take, I like to take the hands off like this and put the pieces on. So if I put this thing on like this, how I normally like to do, I don't like to put it on the character because I think I could break something. That's just how I feel. And that's just how I do. I put that in there and then put his hand back in there really nice. It holds up very well. These joints are very tight. But if I wanted to hold it up higher and put his hand down lower, you could also stand him up or pose him with it hitting the bottom there because it's very flat down there. So there we go. We got the staff. Beautiful staff. Last piece that we have, I'm searching my table. Yes, last piece that we have here is this carved from bone crossbow. And the intricate work on the face, the bat face on the front of that is absolutely, I don't know, just great. That is just an awesome attention to detail by Mondo on that thing. And the handle on that's just really cool. I've owned a couple crossbows and I'm envious of this thing. I wonder if they have like a 1-to-1 replica scale crossbow of Hordak, because if so, I'm gonna maybe look it up. If you guys know, let me know. I have not seen one. There might be one, but you know, there's so much out there. These right here are nice and bungee. The straps on here are the wire there on that. There's actually a trigger on there too. Right there's that trigger right there. There's that handle. We're gonna go ahead and do what I do with my characters. I will pull his hand off, just gently twist and pull. It comes off. No matter what angle you do, if you just gently twist and pull, the stuff will come off. Then we're just going to fit this on there and see how accurate is Mondo. Okay, it's fitting on very nice right there. How accurate are they? They are extremely accurate. That finger lines up with that trigger perfectly.
It's perfect.
That great, that precise. We're going to stick that back in there just like that. And we have Mr. Hordak with his staff, with his crossbow. We're going to put that down here a little bit. We're going to display him like that. Put this armband, I call it armband, that cool thing. I got muscles, bro.
History has been made here!
I'm gonna pop this sucker out. That's what I'm thinking Hordak's saying. And he's just wanting that to pop out there so you guys can see that. We got the crossbow, we have the staff, we have the nice stand, we have the great detail from head to toe, we have an awesome face sculpt, awesome head sculpt, just great detail. The last piece here, you can literally do this two ways. You can have the rough, kind of not so shiny side, which I kind of like to do because I don't want to blind myself when I look at my case, or you can do the shinier side if you want to do like the Dracula stuff. But we're going to go ahead and put this cape on before we finish this video here. We're going to put it around this spike that's right here on his right side. Like the other side, you can pop it down even further than that if you want to. It goes all the way down to the base there. But for the purposes of this video, I want to show you what it looks like. And there he is. There's Mr. Hordak, leader of the evil horde, next to his the original vintage Hordak looking very debonair. No, he is looking evil. He is looking like he's ready to go take on all three of his enemies at the same time. He is looking to go after Skeletor for casting him out. He's ready to go after HeMan and just destroying Castle Grayskull and the King. And he's ready to go after She-Ra for her defection. And he wants to take over Eternia.
On Eternia?
Led by a vicious tyrant called Hordak, the Horde attempted to conquer Eternia.
And I think looking like this, with all of this accessories and all these weapons and that staff and all that magic and all that power of the evil Horde, I think you can do it. What do you think?
They were no match for your father's brave soldiers.
I'm still the good versus evil. I've still got enough good in me that I want the good to win all the time. But man, it's sometimes so hard. You feel for Skeletor. You want him to win sometimes, and then he does something horrible. You're like, God, I hate you. And then you're same thing with Hordak and the evil Horde and all that stuff. But this has been an amazingly fun unboxing and review of one of my favorite Masters of the Universe characters. This has been Hordak by Mondo, 1/6 scale, 13+ inch tall, staff carrying, crossbow shooting, leader of the evil Horde, evil son of a gun. This has been Hordak, and this has been that 80s nostalgic toy guy, happily bringing this unboxing to you. Thankful to all of you out there for watching my video, and grateful for every single one of you guys who click subscribe and help make my channel the success that it is. Go ahead, click subscribe, click like, share the video if you can, if you dare, and also hit that little bell icon so you get notified of every new video that I put out so you don't miss anything. Also, check the details section of my videos. I try to add helpful links and websites for the toy manufacturers, the action toy creators, the toy line websites, purchasing websites, to where if there's still stuff available, I'll try to post things down there to get you a link straight to those items, so you get those things cheaper than you would if you go on the secondary market. Thank you very much. This has been that 80s Nostalgic Toy Guy, and I hope to see you again real soon. If you like this video, if you like the one before and the one before, and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it very much. If you look forward to more fun and entertaining videos like the one you just watched, go ahead and click that subscribe button. As always, I am that 80s Nostalgic Toy Guy, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.